there, friends. It's Tracey from Nova Scotia Living, and it's 20 to 3 in the afternoon. I haven't picked you guys up all day today. I've had a busy day. I'm just on my way in town again. I went in town this morning to drop the kids off. I went in town to pick them up. I had Marquise with me because if you watched my video yesterday, you know that he moved out to go live with his sister to just try it on for size. He had to do his own grocery shopping and pick up some household items for himself. And he's working now. I brought him here after those errands because he's just borrowing the truck to go to work, and then when he's done, he'll bring the truck back here and I'll drive him home. But he's in the middle of fixing up a truck. It's almost, well, I mean, it runs and everything. It just needs brakes and stuff. So, yeah, and then he'll have to get insurance on it. That's part of the agreement. He has to have a job and he has to finish his grade 12, which he plans on doing if he's gonna do this. So it's all good. But it's hot out today. It was raining this morning though, but the sun's out now. And when I put those lasagnas in the deep freezer last night, I found 2 pie pan raspberry pies from the end of 2017, beef raspberry pies. And I let them defrost last night. And I took the covers off just here a little while ago. And they don't smell freezer burnt or anything. I got my husband to smell them. They still smell fine. So I put them in the oven. I'm going to try to warm them up and see how they are. And the kids can have that for supper. I know my teenager will have some for supper. He loves raspberry pie. So does Maze. Oh, I got a fly in here. But there's one piece of lasagna left over from yesterday, and I messaged Medea. I said that she brings Evie over tonight because she goes to work. Oh, geez. I got a piece of lasagna and garlic bread here waiting for you, so she's going to have that. And when Marquise gets home after work, I'll drive him back over to the house, and I'll bring Evie over, and he can go to bed. So, yeah, no more bumping around or late night drops-offs and pickups and stuff. Medea's got her car. Marquise has a plan, and yeah, we're doing good. I also had to take out a turkey out of the downstairs deep freezer to make room for those lasagnas. And it's been defrosting last night and today, and I'm planning on putting that in the oven like after supper tonight or sometime in the nighttime before I go to bed, and just cook it really low. It's going to fall apart in the morning. It's going to look like a big old mess, but I want to make some more freezer meals for this coming fall. I know it's only August 1st, so happy August, everybody. Well, by the time you see this will be August 2nd. But I'm thinking I'll make some turkey tetrazzini. We'll have turkey probably for supper tomorrow because it's a big old turkey. And I don't know, a couple of freezer meals. I'll make a few little ones. I'll make Dad a turkey tetrazzini. I'll make Medea and Marquise a turkey tetrazzini. And I'll make 3 or 4 big sheet pans of turkey tetrazzini. And that'll last for a few months. So all of fall, we'll at least have 1 meal of turkey tetrazzini. We'll just see how much meat I have. When I bring Marquise home tonight and Evie home tonight, I think I'm going to go into the superstore then and pick up the supplies that I need. I'll need to buy some pasta. I'll need to buy some more cheese. I know I have 3 blocks of cheese at home, but that's not going to be enough. And I'll probably pick up some Alfredo sauce or whatever, like white creamy sauce that they have. So anyways, I'm just cruising, so I'll be back in a little while. I just wanted to catch you before the day gets over. I'm opening my window here in a second. This fly's getting on my nerves, but I'll be back. Friends, well, I just took these out of the oven. I just covered them with that. Oh yeah, they're good and hot. But I might put them back in for about 10 minutes just to get a little crispier on top. I just didn't want to put them in without being covered up while it was reheating, or it'll get really too crispy, and that's just not a good thing. But it smells delicious. It really does. I wasn't sure how they'd turn out, but it looks good. And I just got done editing yesterday's video, the lasagna freezer meal one. So that's going to be up tonight, which is good. But look, it's nice and sunny out now. It's beautiful. Beautiful. So I'm gonna wait till after supper, then I'm gonna wash that turkey and get that going. But yeah, I'm looking forward to making as many freezer meals as I can in the next little while. Friends, I'm starting to dish it out. Misha's already got hers. She didn't want pickles right now, but this is gonna be Messiah's. I have a couple of videos on raspberry pie for those that are kind of new. If I think of it, I'll put them down below, but I made them like over a year ago. But if you're ever interested in seeing what this is, it's pretty much potato pulp rehydrated with broth, layered like a lasagna with chicken or beef or like clams or something like that. I only ever make beef ones or chicken ones. But yeah, and just slap it with some butter. There's a nice little crust on top, but it's not dried out or anything. And I always put it with sweet pickles, like my bread and butter pickles. Goes really good with it, but not everybody does that, but that's what I do. But this is beef ones. I had a little spoonful. It tastes fine. It's hard to see, but yeah, it's not really that pretty to look at, but it's very delicious. It's an Acadian dish. So anyways, I'm gonna dish this up, and I'm gonna save probably half of this pie for my son for when he gets home from work. So yeah, there we go. Guys, well, it's about 5:30. I just came down to the gas station here in my little village. I'm down here almost daily. There's such nice people here. But anyways, they have a good selection of ice cream, and Mally had her own money, wanted an ice cream, so I came down and got it, and she's watching Evie for me for a second. But listen to that water. I hope you can hear it. Isn't it beautiful? But when the tide's up, it goes way up to the rocks, like, and that dock over there is floating and stuff. It's way down right now. Beautiful. Oh, do you see that? Bird in the water swimming. Just lounging around. I don't know what kind that is. Doesn't look like a loon. It's not a Canadian goose unless it's a little baby one maybe, but they're not usually solo, so I don't know. Some kind of sea bird perhaps. But anyways, I'm going to spin back up the hill. Alright. Say hi, Maze.
Hi.
These guys are all wrestling around. I'm just sitting here trying to mind my own business, but never happens. Yeah. Anyways, it's 10 after 6, and yeah, my son gets off work at 7. So. Oh, Evie, that's too loud. No. Hands are for helping, not for hurting.
Thank you so much, 12.
Yeah, they're running back and forth, and they finally come up and get all over me. Yeah, watch your bowl, Misha. Watch your bowl.
So, can I have some of that? Can I have that?
Anyways, I'll be back in a little bit. Alright, friends. Well, I'm outside. Sorry. You're seeing my under chin. But I'm just on my way to bring Marquise home. Well, over to where he's living with Medea right now for the time being. But then he's just going to get changed, and he's going back into the beach party thing that he went to last night, and Medea just picked him up after that. So that's what the plan is. But when I bring him in town, I want to go get some ingredients for tomorrow, because if I cook that turkey overnight, I can make a freezer meal tomorrow. And yeah, that's my plan. Evie's here. I just laid him down. Like I say, it's almost 8:15. Just laid him down. When I get back, I'll get the other kids to bed and stuff. But yeah. All right, here he comes. My son off. And I drive down this. I love this graveyard. I really do. This cemetery is beautiful. Oh, he's giving me the thumbs up. They're down there. Okay, he's waving me on. And I think this is the Anglican Church cemetery. But it's so shady and tree and old and beautiful. I know the lighting's bad because it's 10 to 9. I'm going to stop to Superstore here in a little bit. But my grandmother's buried in this cemetery. I'll bring you to visit her sometime. my mom's mom. And my kids would call them, well, it was only Medea that got a chance to meet her before she passed away. But, which way do I go? Like, there's old tombstones here. But they would call, or Medea used to call her Gigi, because there was Grammy Great, which was my dad's mom, and my mom's mom was Gigi. And yeah, so she did get a chance to meet Medea. Medea was just little when she passed, though. But I feel her with me a lot of the time, especially in the garden at Dad's house, because she lived in senior apartments really close to my mom and Dad's house, and she'd come over because she would garden in the garden at Dad's house, Mom and Dad's house. It was bigger then, and I can always picture her in her bright neon pink pants and her little, you know, flowery top, or like tank top, not like the little bikini or string bikini ones that I wear or whatever, but you know, and she'd be out there picking weeds and stuff. She used to like to scratch lottery tickets, bingo especially. She'd love to go to bingo. And yeah, I just miss my Grammy, so I go there every once in a while. I haven't been there in a while though, so I should go. Anyways, I dropped my son. Long story short, that's where I dropped my son off, because he climbs over a fence and the ocean is right there. The beach is right there, so that's where he's going. He's very respectful though, walking through the cemetery. Don't get me wrong. It's not that he goes and just walks on people's graves. He understands the importance of cemeteries and respecting the dead and the families and all that stuff. So anyways, I'm going to stop to Superstore and I'll be back. I'm just picking up my stuff, and of course I'm looking at ribs. I'm not going to get any, but I want to. And I'm looking at these chickens. I think I'd make some rapid pie. I'll show you what a rapid pie mix looks like just a sec. See, this is where I buy it. You can make your own by juicing your own potatoes, just keeping the pulp, but it's easier to just buy these mixes. And you can already buy made rapid pies, but not me. I make my own. Guys, I just got home about 20 minutes ago. It's 20 to 10. Maze is out on the living room floor asleep. I'm going to get out what I got and I'll show you, and then I'm going to wash that turkey and put it in the oven, so I'll be right back. Alright, got it all laid out and then I can put it away. I got 4 packs of spaghetti. They were on sale, so it turned out good. I think $1.49 a pack. This was on sale, $2.79. Some sour cream. I got 4 jars of Alfredo sauce. 2 of them are the roasted garlic Alfredo, and the other 2 are Parmesan Alfredo. I bought 2 things of Monterey Jack with jalapeno cheese. I thought that'll be a good mix. I think I have a cheddar and a marble or something in the fridge. I don't know. I'll have to look. And I don't normally buy hot dogs. We get hot dogs sometimes, but this was 50% off. I'm throwing this right in the freezer because we still have the month of August and we go to the beach and we have barbecues, and yeah, I got them. So they're going in the freezer. They'll be good to go for when we do want them. I wasn't planning on buying hamburger, but this was marked down. This is going in the freezer too. This was regular $13.07, marked down to $8.06, 50% off the $8.06. So it's lean ground. It's going in the freezer. That's extra lean ground. Regular $7.33 down to $3.02, 50% off of that. So these 2 I'm thinking I'm going to make some sort of freezer meal with or something, but they'll just sit in the freezer until I do need them. I was on a 50% off kick tonight. I seen these. I thought the kids could have these with breakfast tomorrow. Black Forest mini braided strudels. Some sort of jam in it. I can have that with some yogurt or something tomorrow morning as a treat. And these little mini donuts that'll be all gone by tomorrow. They're not having any tonight, of course, but tomorrow they'll snack on those, no doubt. Even if I tell them they can have 2 or 3, they'll be, you know, getting their fingers in the little donut package, I'm sure, because we don't get those very often, but they're very tasty. I like them too. I might even have one. Maybe. We'll see. But that's all I got. So now I got out my roaster. I'm going to find something to line the bottom with. It doesn't come. It used to have like a rack that goes in the bottom. I don't know if I have onions here, because I would just cut onions in half and line the bottom, but I'll find something to put in there, and I'm going to wash that turkey. I'll be right back. All right, this is what I found. I'd put one of my metal cookie racks in there, you know, cooling racks, but they're too big. So I had 3½ onions. I cut them in half just so it gives it a little bit of a cushion. I had a handful of celery hearts, and I put a few of those little red potatoes in there so the turkey can rest on top of this. I'm going to cook it real slow, like at 250 all night long. And if it's still not done in the morning, I'll kick it up a notch, but I'm going to take all of this out of the roaster when the turkey's done. I'll save the broth, of course. And yeah, the rest will just go in the compost or whatever. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I thought I was recording, but I guess I didn't. Sorry about that. I lifted up the skin on the breast and put some butter and some poultry seasoning underneath, like the skin. And I'm going to cook it breast side down so it gets really, really juicy and tender. This is not for show purposes at all. It's not going to be a nice roasted center of the dining room table, you know, kind of presentation. This is, when it's done, I'm picking the bones clear. I'll save them for bone broth. And yeah, I'm taking all the meat off the bones and stuff. But now what I'm going to do, I'll put a little spice on top and rub that in and stick it in the oven. All right, there we have it. It's nothing pretty, not at all, but oh, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. So let's get, hopefully the cover, I didn't even try. This is a fairly big turkey. Yeah, it just about fits, but it'll shrink down a little bit. I'm going to put it on like that anyways. It's going to be cooking on such a low temperature. And yeah, I'll just do what I got to do. All right, I had to knock that center rack down to almost the lowest. It fits in, it's not touching the ceiling, so now I'm going to set the temperature. There we have it. I'll check it when I get up bright and early, and if it's done, I'll shut it off and just let it rest for a couple hours, and then I'll pick the bones, but yeah. Alright friends, well I'm going to end this video now. I know it's not a long video, not a great in-depth video, but I want to do a freezer meal cooking video tomorrow. Probably day in the life, chit chat, popping here, there and stuff, but so I didn't want to lump yesterday, or like today's and tomorrow's together. So I'm going to say peace, love, and happiness today and every single day. Please like, share, and subscribe if you so choose, but if not, that's okay too. I still love ya. I still want all the happiness in the world for each and every one of you out there. I certainly do. I really, really, truly do. Yes. I'm excited about this. Just going in the grocery store, seeing the rapid pie mixes and picking up that hamburger. I'm thinking, I'd like to make cabbage rolls. I haven't actually made cabbage rolls in a long time, and I know I have some videos on that, but I'd try to make keto friendly cabbage rolls. I gotta go sit down. I just wouldn't put, sometimes I put rice in it, or, you know, just kind of fillers. If I put fillers in it, I'd put like cauliflower rice or something and make it, I'll put nutritional yeast. I'd put a little bit of onion, lots of spices, and yeah, I think that would be a good idea to do. My husband, he was never a huge fan of cabbage rolls, but he might like these. If not, I love them. My kids love cabbage rolls. It's funny, they do. But yeah, so that's another idea. Rapid pie for sure. Potentially cabbage rolls. I could always do baked spaghetti. That's kind of like lasagna, but they like it too, even though it's pretty much the same thing, only different noodle style. I've made freezer Salisbury steaks, and yeah, I need to think of some things, because I want to try to get ahead of the game for when school starts and things get back on a regular schedule. And I'd like to do some lunch ideas too for you guys. If you've been watching for a while, you know I don't like packing lunches either. School lunches, if I could make a few batches of cookies, maybe some homemade waffles. I don't know if I ever posted a video. I tried to film a video before, but I think I lost part of it, so I never ended up posting it. And I make homemade waffles sometimes, and I make a big batch of them, and you can just pop those right in the toaster, just like regular Eggos or whatever. I don't know, just things like that, breakfast muffins and things. Try to try to be on top of my game, but you know, you can only do so much. And it depends on how the weather is going. And I usually think about canning now. I'm not in the canning mood. But when I was clearing out that freezer yesterday to put those lasagnas in, I think I have 2 bags of turkey bones in there. So with this turkey, that'll be 3 batches of turkey bones. So I could do up a batch of bone broth. Oh, my husband's just coming in. Just a minute. Yeah, that was my husband coming home. He ended up getting some of those ribs. Couple packs of Johnsonville sausages. They're frozen. Never had those ones. And some steak. Yeah. He's a grocery shopping hound, especially when it comes to meat. Oh, he's bringing maize upstairs to put him in his bed. So anyways, I was rambling talking about bone broth. I think, yeah, I plan on doing bone broth, but I might just throw those bones in the freezer because I don't have the canning bug, and I want to do canning when I feel like doing canning, not because I have to do canning. It's just the way it goes. Sometimes I go on a big canning kick and can everything in sight, but yeah, right now it's a freezer meal kick, so that's what I'm doing. All right, that's enough jibber jabber for me. So have a good night or have a good morning, and come back and visit me tomorrow because we got lots of cooking to do. See you later. Bye. Boink.